Hey you! Thanks for stopping by. Sorry I haven't uploaded lately. I was going to post once a month, but I didn't for April. So to make up for that, you are getting 2 videos this month. Yay! Going to put off manga and anime figure hauls due to lack of money, but I thought, why not review some of the manga I show off in my videos? And since Pride Month is almost over, this is a great opportunity to talk about Go For It Nakamura. Well, what is the story about? I'll read a synopsis I found online. Quote, Nakamura is a shy boy who falls in love at first sight with another boy, his dreamy high school classmate Hirose. But there's a problem. They haven't met yet, and Nakamura is a total klutz who might bungle things before they even begin. In this endearing boys' love comedy about the trials of high school, follow Nakamura's attempts to cling to happiness. Unquote. So, let's get into this slice-of-life BL comedy. High school student Nakamura likes his classmate Hirose, but he's too scared to talk to him. Even a simple hello is a challenge. Nakamura tries to build up the courage to talk to him one day when Hirose drops his handkerchief. Before he can pick it up, a girl reaches for it, so Nakamura makes a flying leap to stop her. He manages to give Hirose his handkerchief back, but not before making himself look scary in the process. Back home, Nakamura screams into his pillow thinking he made a fool of himself. This part made me laugh. It's so relatable. We've all been there where we tried to look good in front of our crush, but ended up embarrassing ourselves. In the next chapter, we learn more about Nakamura. He's 17 years old with a pet octopus that he finds fascinating. In school, the kids handle octopi. That's a funny word. Hirose is comfortable handling them, shocking Nakamura, who imagines him getting attacked by the tentacle monster. So that's why he likes them. In the next chapter, Nakamura is reading a BL manga that he uses for dating advice. One day he accidentally drops it and Hirose picks it up, asking who it belongs to. Of course, Nakamura won't admit it's his and it must belong to a girl in the class. He doesn't want to make a fool of himself again. He tries to reclaim it later, when no one's looking, and finds a teacher reading it who remarks that the manga gives warped ideas on dating advice, embarrassing Nakamura again. From here on, I will be going into spoilers, so skip to here if you don't like spoilers. If you already know the ending or don't care about spoilers, then here we go. Next chapter, Nakamura asks a girl from his art class to draw Hirose. He compliments her work and she develops feelings for him. As a nerdy girl with glasses as well, I related to her and wish we got to see more of her. The side characters are funny. Another example is this girl who wants Nakamura to join her club so it doesn't get disbanded. She appears as this cunning, mean girl, but soon she has to beg him to join. It reminded me of how Team Rocket from Pokemon tries so hard to be bad, but end up falling flat on their faces. I won't go over every chapter in detail, just the parts that stood out to me. Miraculously, Hirose asks Nakamura to walk home with him, which is enough to make the guy feel like he's on cloud 9. Not long after the two part ways, Hirose is surrounded by some punks to which Nakamura comes to his rescue, but not in the way he expected. He races on his bike and falls into a sewer and comes out looking like the creature from the Black Lagoon. There's another chapter where a bug falls down Nakamura's shirt and Hirose reaches in there to retrieve it and Nakamura looks like his soul left his body. The art really helps sell the comedy. Later on, Nakamura notices that Hirose really likes their sensei, which understandably gets him down. The class go on a school trip, but Nakamura leaves the group to go to an aquarium, but Hirose soon follows. Nakamura gives him a crab keychain and they talk for a bit. There's a moment where Nakamura hesitates to tell Hirose how he feels, and it looks like it's going to happen. His confession is interrupted when Hirose sees their sensei, who takes a picture of them. Hirose calls Nakamura his friend, and that's how it ends. Go For It Nakamura is a simple story of a boy who has trouble talking to the boy he likes, with some over-the-top but funny side characters. The ending could be a deal breaker, but luckily there is a sequel. So I went online to find some reviews for this manga. I wanted to get some different opinions, and here's what some people had to say. There are some people who liked it and some people who didn't. Let's go over a few. This was such a fun and sweet book. I loved the characters' personalities. The chapters were all funny and lighthearted. It was such a cute little romance. But I have one downside, and it's spoilers, so don't read further if you don't want a spoiler. I would have rather it been a true romance that continues and is actualized. Instead, it was just pining throughout the whole book. It was such a sweet, innocent, gay story, and was a more realistic version of being gay than yaoi and boys' love manga usually are. But because of it, there's that sort of fear of, what will he think when he finds out I'm gay? Will he like me back if I confess, or will he dislike me for being gay? Because of this, I would have liked it to move all the way to confession, because that weight could have been lifted. It sounds like this is going to be one volume. This isn't volume 1, but the complete story, which is why I added this. If it were going to continue, then I understand and I'm happy with it building slowly and not having gotten to confession quite yet. God, I like this book. It's cheesy, but you kind of get the feeling that the author is self-aware about it. And there's some genuinely sweet moments that I didn't expect but really enjoyed. The characters aren't really developed, so to speak, but they're definitely lovable. The art had an old manga feeling to it that really translated well into a newer style. Overall, it's a simple, cute story with an unexpected ending that I really like. Coming from a person that is really picky about their manga, this is worth a read. Smiley face. Has kind of a Komi can't communicate vibe, so if you're a fan of that, you'll enjoy this too. Unfortunately, I found it disappointing because it's not a complete BL story and there's only this one volume. If there was a second volume, I'd feel different about it, but the ending felt like a major letdown because it seemed like a midpoint rather than an ending. I needed something quick and cute today to treat myself after doing chores, and this was a great pick. This retro art style is extremely charming, and the plot is simple but adorable. My only issue is that there isn't a lot of progress in the romance between characters. Worst ending ever. I know it's supposed to be this comedy rom-com or something, but after all that chase and weird interactions, when he actually had a chance and knew he had a good chance of liking other boys, he completely blew it. I would have given it a 3 for it's somewhat entertaining at times, but the ending takes the cake. I had expectations with this manga, but disappointed me. The thing I disliked the most was Nakamura's couldn't even get close to Hirose and make things more complicated. Besides, it was too repetitive. I liked the ending though. At least they got to talk and got along pretty well, but I would have liked to see more of them if they ever get together, and how they develop their relationship. It leaves a tender aftertaste. Some moments were funny. I liked the characters and all, but I guess this kind of stories aren't for me. Nakamura did in fact not go for it. I'll be looking at the sequel Go For It Again Nakamura in the next video, so be on the lookout. Let me know your thoughts about this manga. Do you love it or hate it? Are you planning to pick it up? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for stopping by.